So let's give a hand.
So, I didn't prepare any slides, but there is a page that looks like it was done by someone who looks like me in Notepad at gdgnyc-cf6b5.firebaseapp.com. We'll try to get that in the notes, I guess. First, just a couple of observations. If it wasn't obvious before, I think we've hit peak smartphone. From what I saw coming out of I/O and what was announced today out of Cupertino, San Jose, wherever the hell they were, looks like it's all downhill from here. Another thing that I thought was interesting, and this may have been a throwaway line, or I mean, maybe making too much of it, Sundar said about the strategy that was AI first. But I wondered if that's a subtle dig at a competitor in the Pacific Northwest whose slogan is mobile first, cloud first. That whole cloud mobile thing is so 2014, we're over it. It's AI that matters. And at I/O Extended in New York, there was a gentleman whose name I forgot, who's been doing speech recognition for a couple of decades. And he mentioned that the Google Home device has 2 speakers and 2 microphones. That they're using machine learning and artificial intelligence to pick out the voice. He called it a beam, I forget what kind of beam he called it, but to analyze the digital signal and pick out the voice. And it's interesting that that other company that makes a smart home device has got 6 or 8 of them, and they make a big deal about how all those microphones listen, and then when they hear the hot word Alexa, then they turn off all but one of them. So I thought that was another instance of this ubiquity of machine learning and AI, which looks like what Google is doubling down on. Anyway, so what I was going to talk to you guys about was I/O, this thing called Android Things. So Android Things is a build of Android that runs on little devices. In case you don't know, one of the devices it runs on is this one. This is a Raspberry Pi, version 3, Model B. If you don't have one of these, it's really cool. They cost 35 bucks at Micro Center, my home away from home. It's got 4 USB ports, Ethernet, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. It's got 20 some odd general purpose input-output pins that you can make do various things. It's got some weird style connector for a camera. It's got an SD card. It's got micro USB for power. Anyway, the coolest thing about this is it's 35 bucks. It's hackneyed and tried to say, but this is orders of magnitude more processing power than got men to the moon. I'm holding it in my hand on the card for $35. Blows me away. Anyway, so you can run Android Things on this thing, and there's another thing that's called the AIY hat, which is impossible to get. I forget what AIY stands for, but hat refers to the fact that there are these little boards that you put on from the top. So it's like a hat on this thing. And the hat allows or accommodates a speaker and a microphone, and it's got some DSP kind of software on there, I'm not sure exactly what. And so you can turn this thing into your own Google Home device. And there is a Google Assistant SDK, which you can download. It's mostly Python, and it's a bit involved, and frankly, I did it and didn't understand what I was doing, but it's spelled out in the links. And you put the Google Assistant SDK on here, and it runs on this little thing. It blows me away. Phone just went off. So the going along with that is the Actions SDK allows you to build apps for the assistant, and Alan mentioned that. One of the things that I thought was coolest was this API.ai thing, which I think Google has acquired.
Yes.
That allows for, it takes a lot of the drudgery, though not all of it, out of conversational interfaces, so that when you're building something with a voice interface, someone may say something, but they may not say exactly what you want. So again, machine learning comes into play where you're trying to figure out exactly what he said, and then based on what the person said, there's something else that happens, and based on that, there's another thing that goes. And anyway, the links I have in that little Firebase app page, GDG-NYC CF6B5, point you to a couple of good videos on things like API AI, the SDK, and the Android things. That's all.
Thank you.